to another episode of It's All Greek to Me. Today we will be talking about the Cadastral Survey. What is the Cadastral Survey? We've all been notified. Our relatives from Greece are calling us up. They're all panicking. We're going to lose our properties. We don't know what's going on though. So we have our friend Anastasios Moussas here again today to explain to us what the panic is all about.
Well, there's no reason to panic. The Cadastral Surveying Declarations, Δηλώσεις Κτηματολογίου, as it's known in the Greek language, they're trying to map all the properties in Greece. They want to make a national registry. They want to replace the old land registry system. In Greece, it's not clear what we have. You have what you have indeed in title, but we have properties that have been passed to us from inheritance, and we have what is called inheritance right. But we never went to actually accept it. Or when we did accept the property, either because we purchased it or either because it was passed to us after the passing of someone by acceptance of inheritance, or we received it by parental granting of property, γονική παροχή, where today if you are to conduct a title search prior to the purchasing of a property or the transferring of a property, you need to know if there are any liens, if there is any legal burdens with the property. So you go to the land registry, you have to know where the property is, and you conduct a title search by name. You have to go and say Gina, so on, born on that date, on that place, what she has under her name. To declare our properties before the cadastral office, you need deeds, you need titles, you need topographical diagrams, and you have to make sure that A, you own it, and B, it has been measured, certificates of no building code violations, and once it is registered before the cadastral office, then it is what it is. Then they will be able to put prices, because another, what I find quite interesting, today, for the past 4 years, as we all know, we pay property taxes, right? We call it έμφυα. But we don't have property taxes for land parcels. Why? Because they have not put prices. They objective, αντικειμενικές αξίες, because they have not completed the declaration of all the properties. So there are many reasons why we have to complete this, and it has been going on for about 25 years.
Oh my
goodness. It started in 1995. It has been different programs. Every program includes prefectures, municipalities, and now in January we started the fourth and final program of the κτηματολόγιο. So it's very important to do it, and yes, if we do not declare it after certain years, it will be appropriated by the government. But it doesn't happen from one day to another. People should not be panicking that they're going to lose their properties.
Okay.
They should be aware. They should know whether they should proceed with declaring these properties, because it's not all of Greece. As I said, it's been 25 years, so there are 3 programs already that included certain prefectures, certain geographical areas where the κτηματολόγιο has been completed. So it's not for all of us. So yes, it has, they have announced it, it's taking place. We have to be aware, we have to be informed what we have done, and if we do not know, we should go to a professional. Some are more technically savvy, and they can go into the site and they can upload their information to the system and pay the government fee. People should know that there's 35 euros per ownership right and 20 euros per auxiliary for storage or parking, or not the main property right. And it has to be done properly, and it has to be done right. And for that you'll need your deeds, your titles, and topographical diagrams, surveys. Now, if you don't have a deed and title, you have a court judgment or decision or an acceptance of inheritance, you can probably register if you know exactly where those are, and you can prove that you have an ownership right to the property. You can register, you can declare that ownership right as well. They have announced some expiry dates. They have some deadlines. But I'm pretty certain that they will give extensions to those, because I find it almost impossible that we have until the next few months, until the summer, to declare all our properties, to do all the things that we haven't done for 20, 30 years. And maybe it's easier for those that live in Greece, but becomes more difficult for those that do not live in Greece, because not all of us have actual deeds or titles. So we have to conduct title searches. If we have never accepted inheritance, or if it's disputed, or it's in courts, we have to finalize all these procedures and then be able to register it. And if we have not completed it, we can register or declare what we have at this time.
Thank you, Anastasios, for coming and, explaining all this to us, and everyone's freaking out.
You're very
and we're
welcome.
getting calls, and, we don't know what to do. Now we finally understand. It's nothing to panic about, but it is something that has to be done.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you next time.